So, this is your boy Alyx, man. This is the casual viewer. We just watched WWE TLC 2014. Now, if you know me, you kind of already know how I feel about it. But this guy's a casual viewer, so you're going to hear him give his unfiltered opinion on the show. So, as always, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and all that stuff down below in the description box. With that said, overall thoughts on TLC 2014. Take it away.
It was this fucking close to being a 1-star pay-per-view. The first we've ever done. It barely made it. Barely.
I agree with them. This was a terrible show. We had 2 good matches on here. 2! And they were exactly what you expected. The ladder match for the IC title, and then the TLC match. Everything else, we're going to talk about that. During the pre-show, I showed this guy some clips of NXT Our Evolution, and you know, there was some stuff he liked on there. And then I think he goes from that to watching this, and let's start with the first match, the ladder match. Dolph Ziggler versus Luke Harper for the IC title. That was a good match. It was brutal. There was blood for you internet fans that like that stuff. But it was a good match, lots of good storytelling. You know, Ziggler took a lot of brutal spots. We had like a power bomb on a ladder inside the corner. That was crazy. How many times did he fall off a ladder?
I think 5.
Probably more than that.
But I wasn't counting because I didn't care.
Wow.
It's the same. No, I remember we did the same dance last year with the same type of matchup. The only thing about it that I liked is that there was an announcer in the ring that took 10 seconds out of her day to explain to people like me what the rules were. Was that so hard to do that for every match? Is it? Because then maybe I'd be more engaged if I know what the fuck's going on. But instead it's just, oh, this dickhead and that other dickhead are going to fight each other. Enjoy. God damn. Okay, so this ladders thing is no different than the last year's where it's like, okay, they got to get a ladder up, they got to get the belt, whoever gets the damn belt wins the match, and whoop-de-doo.
So to you, it wasn't even all that good.
It's no different. It's the same song and dance. It's, okay, we're going to face each other. I'm going to hit you, or I'm going to throw you at the ring. Then I'm going to get a ladder. I'm going to set it up. Then, oh, when I'm about to climb, oh, I get countered and stopped somehow. Then the other guy gets a ladder because, you know, TLC, and then he's going to hit me with the ladder. Oh, I'm knocked out. And then while I'm knocked out, he's going to try to get the ladder and climb. But no, I'm going to stop him. And then, just like every single other one, it ends the exact same way. Both of them get a ladder up. Both of them are side by side. They both climb the thing. One knocks the other guy over, and the other one gets the belt. The end. Rinse and repeat. What's the difference?
It was a very standard ladder match.
What's the difference between last year and this one?
The fact that it was one of the only good matches on the card. A standard ladder match between Dolph Ziggler and Luke Harper was one of the only good matches on this card. That should tell you how bad this show was. But Dolph Ziggler is once again your Intercontinental Champion. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, because it means that he won't be in the main event, and we both know who is. We'll talk about him in a second. It's gonna be great. It's coming. Get ready for it. He gonna cock that fist and make it rain.
Son of a...
The Tag Team Championship. It's Miz in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, and Mizdow versus the Usos. The storyline going into this is that they were Tag Team Champions, and Miz was messing with one of the Usos' wife.
Okay, I ask again, is that his wife storyline-wise and in real life?
For real, in real life.
Okay, but messing with how?
Like he was trying to get her to work for his agent because his agent promised her a spot in Hollywood. I honestly don't know what the details of the storyline is, but he tried to get Naomi to join him.
And this
You guys
makes
tell
what?
me. I don't know.
That solves what? How?
It's supposed to cause some dissension with the Usos and get one of the Usos to be off balance for the match. I don't know. I'm trying to make something up for it.
If
honestly.
you're trying to cause dissension, then why don't you have it so that, I don't know, the Miz is trying to hit on the wife?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is trying to take the wife away from him? Or better yet, why don't you have it so that the Miz is saying one thing? Or, hell, how about you have Mizdow actually go behind the Miz back and actually do this whole thing of trying to tell the wife something that the Miz never said, which is what causes the riff anyway, and then they fight.
You know what? I really don't want to talk about this all that much.
Never mind.
Because with Mizdow being the most popular guy in the match, of course, that's the theme of this feud going on right now. There really wasn't much to talk about. The Usos won by disqualification.
Which I think is stupid. I still think that rule is dumb. The whole, it's like, okay, so what you're saying is disqualification just means they won the match but lost the belt. Yeah. So they accomplished nothing.
Yep.
Moving on.
Kept the belt. It's just a match that probably shouldn't have happened. So very underwhelming for me. Oh, don't worry, it gets worse, because next we have, for the first time ever in history, it's the Big Show versus Erick Rowan in a steel stairs match.
Okay, first off, I don't care about Erick Rowan. I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but I'm just saying that him and that other guy were so much better when they were part of the Wyatt family. Now that they're by themselves, I was like, I don't know anything about you to care. You were the guy with the mask on. Whoop-de-doo. And now you, of all people, get the chance to fight the Big Show. Okay, and then I'm supposed to believe that you can pick up 700 pounds and hurl it across the... Yeah, you didn't have any help with that whatsoever. Okay, I don't believe it. And I didn't believe it. And there's no reason why they're fighting. Besides the betrayal from last week, but of all the people that has the right to challenge him, it should be Cena.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
I would think he would be the one pissed off more about this than anybody.
But do you really want to see Cena versus Big Show again?
It's not that I want to see it again.
I don't.
That's not the point. My point is that
storyline continuity.
Continuity-wise, of all the people to have the right to do it, I figured it was him. Yeah. And if not, there should be something to explain, like, well, why the hell are you pissed?
Right.
I mean, besides the fact that you were on the team that got betrayed, so...
I don't know. I didn't like this match. This was slow. It was boring. It was uneventful. Quite frankly, Erick Rowan, I don't know what to say about him now. He lost to Big Show. Establishing new stars, yeah, right. He lost to Big Show. Clean. Where do you go from that? I don't know. But this was not the best match for Erick Rowan to establish himself as someone important on the roster. Definitely a 1-star. I don't think it should have happened. I don't think I would watch it again. Quite frankly, this whole stair match idea, stupid. Let's put it to bed right here, right now.
I thought it was tables, ladders, and chairs. Not tables, ladders, chairs, plus
and
stairs.
stairs. Whoever came up with that, shoot yourself. That was stupid.
Oh, God.
It was stupid.
Shoot yourself.
It was stupid. It was a bad match. Oh. But the next match, the John Cena versus the future Seth Rollins in a tables match. If John Cena lost, he would lose his opportunity to fight Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble.
Oh, you mean the thing that they've been advertised for the longest time, and that, oh, there was a big old thing that was going to happen, like it wasn't going to happen. Oh, spoiler alert, John Cena wins.
Shocker! LOL, Cena wins. But, oh my God, how he wins? Okay, where do I start? Okay, so the match starts, and then J&J Security, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, those two little stooges, Seth Rollins, they interfere, they start helping him all over the place. I'm thinking, why not just make it a 3-on-1 match? Why not? Might as well.
No, remember, John Cena picked Seth Rollins up, accidentally hit the referee, and then when he pinned him down, the ref wasn't there, so then those other stooges came in, beat up John Cena, and then right when Seth Rollins was about to pin John Cena, then...
Remember, he can't pin him, he put him through a table.
But, you know.
Yeah.
And then, interference from Roman... Roman, I'm gonna make it rain.
Before we get there, though, okay, so like he was saying, Cena puts Rollins through a table. The referee's knocked out, so craziness ensues. JJ Security come in, and then, you know, to protect Cena even more, he beats them down because he's freaking Super Cena, Superman, and then he, you know, finally puts him through a table. But guess what? Cena also goes through a table, so the match ends with no one winning. And I'm thinking, there's no way you're going to do that, right? And then what happens? We restart the match. Because that's what everyone wants to see. I'm just like, this overbooked crap is getting on my nerves. And I hate that they do this with John Cena. See, you want to know why fans don't like this guy? It's not because of him. It's because of what you do with him. I hate that they have to overbook his matches to protect him, and it gets on my nerves. Okay, and then after they restart the match, who comes out? The Big Show. Because we need more Big Show in this show, right? This is the Big Show! And then who finally comes out to save John Cena?
The Reign came.
The
Roman Reigns came.
Oh.
Because he cocked his Superman fist, and then John Cena wins.
And then John Cena wins. What a terrible match.
So you're telling me it took 5 months for Roman Reigns to get any revenge on Seth Rollins? Why? I mean, he should have been one of the first people to but no, he was injured. That's right. I forgot.
Man, this was not only bad, it was depressing. It was bad on Seth Rollins, that's for sure.
No, remember the word is insulting.
Oh, insulting. That's a really good one. Definitely a 1 star. Overbooked crap. I'm not giving that anything higher than a 1 star. Stupid match. Absolutely. And I'm not just saying that because it was John Cena. You hate John Cena. Let that be Daniel Bryan. I still give it a 1 star match. Yeah, it was that bad. Next match is the Divas Championship match. AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella.
Honest, I didn't really pay attention whatsoever.
Brie Bella's,
I don't even know who won. I don't even care who won.
Brie Bella's explanation to why she turned heel was because, well, she's my sister, so yeah.
Yeah, but see, the thing you know what I find actually more depressing about the last few matches? I mean, not like I'm the biggest Divas fan anyway, but you know how the last one, it was won because of a kiss?
Yeah.
And how this one was won because of hairspray?
Hairspray.
Do you realize how fucking sexist this is?
Very.
That's how they win? Could you imagine if they did something similar with the other main event matches, where a guy just showed up and just like hit him with a pork chop or something, or like, hey, why don't we just roll up in there and he hits him with a tire? Because you know, guys like cars, right? And so women have hairspray, right? So let's bring it into the.
You saw Charlotte and Sasha. You know the match where I showed you the girl jumping off the top with the backflip and then
do a front flip on.
I need to just concede to the fact that as long as these girls are on the main roster, they will not get the time and the respect to have a great match. They need to just go down to NXT. Can we just take the Divas division and move them down to NXT? Because it's just not going to work. This was just not a good match. And if this was AJ Lee's last match, which I don't know. If she leaves, she leaves. If she stays, cool. But what is she going to do after that, man? Let's talk about Mr. Roman Reigns. His little promo afterwards, which wasn't like the worst thing in the world, but I'm not gonna lie, while he was talking, I was laughing so hard, because in my mind, I can just hear people on the internet just screaming like, I hate him, he's gonna be shoved down our throats, and I'm thinking, yep, he's gonna be shoved down your throats and right up your ass. Get ready for him to win the Royal Rumble, beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and hold that thing for about a year. Because that's what's best for business. Roman's coming, guys! Get ready for that fist. That's your thoughts. Roman Reigns super push. I mean, for real, as a casual viewer, how does it make you feel to know that WWE is going to take a wrestler that fans kind of like, but aren't like, oh, I want him to be world champion, just give him the world championship anyways. With no story, no build-up, it's just straight to the moon.
Okay. Like I said before, when we were watching this, WWE, show, don't tell.
Yep.
Show me why Roman Reigns is such a big fucking deal by having him actually fight.
Yep.
By showing why he's a contender.
Yep.
Why he would be even a match for any of the previous winners.
Yep.
Why he would even be remotely capable
Yep.
of going up against anyone.
Well, he's superstar of the
I
year.
don't give a
Such a BS way of
No,
trying
because
to
no,
push
that's
him.
what I'm tired of. It's not that he's stuffing people down. So it's like, you can tell me all you want about him, but you talking about how big and bad he is does not tell me shit.
Yeah.
You can tell me all you want that he's this strong and this powerful and this whatever, but doesn't prove anything.
Nope.
That is the same bullshit that you say about almost every other wrestler, and I see nothing that proves that they are besides you telling me so. And I don't believe you at all, and I don't want to believe you. And after everything that I saw so far, I don't care if he fights. If he wins, all I can think of is like, well, it's great that he won, and then maybe since he's doing that, people will get off of John Cena's back and get off of whatchamacallit's back, but then all I think about is all the other worthier people that deserve this title, or even deserves any of this attention. Daniel Bryan, they did such a great job with him, but then they stalled too long, but when he won, I believed he earned that.
It's gonna feel like you gave it to him. And that's what's going to make the fans turn on Roman Reigns. It's going to happen. Like Batista in 2014, when everyone was saying he was going to be the main event of WrestleMania, Roman Reigns is going to be the new Batista. And that's sad. Because I like Roman. I just hate the treatment he's going to get. Understand that. This is not me hating on Roman Reigns. It's the push that he's going to get because he's not ready for it. But you know what? I'm just the guy with a webcam. He's just a casual viewer. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see by WrestleMania if he's going to be an ultimate star and everybody's going to love him. We'll see. We'll see, but when I'm proven right, don't come crying to me. That's just it. Oh, crap, the chairs match. I forgot we had to talk about this. Kane versus Ryback. It was terrible. It sucked.
Okay.
It was terrible.
Okay.
Okay.
If it was possible, I would have gave it a half a star.
Yeah, it was bad.
But our lowest rating is a 1 star. So, to take something from Ryback, and I might be, changing the lyrics a bit, but
he was bored! He was bored! Stupid! That's also Ryback's, by the way.
what?
Yeah, he says, stupid! He does say that. He does. Just like this match was stupid. Guys, Ryback, if you are trying, once again, to get someone like Ryback over, the last person you want to put him with, and I love Glenn Jacobs, but Kane, the character, is a dead character. He is no longer a monster. He is a walking stooge. And the credibility that he had 10 years ago is dead and gone. Honestly, bad match. Ryback won. Do you care?
I don't, but honestly, the one thing that I was actually disappointed in when John Cena and Ryback fought like that year ago or 2 years.
About a year ago. Yeah.
What I was disappointed in is that he just up and disappeared.
Yep.
And you heard nothing about him. And then it's like, I mean, maybe there was some backstage stuff going on, but all I could think of is like, well, what happened? I mean, he wasn't that bad of a person. I mean, not that bad of a character.
You were into him.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I can. All right, let's see where this goes. But then he just up and disappeared, and now he's coming back, but he's coming back in such a lazy way. If that could
Crowd
even be,
still likes him somewhat.
But I mean, this is how you bring him back? I remember the Ryback back then. He was like trying to be just as bad as Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he was like trying to be that big, and then now it's like
It's whatever.
It's like at this point he's a watered down version of
Himself. Wow. That's very big of a statement. All right. Do you want to talk about the United States Championship match? I mean, if you saw Rusev versus Jack Swagger at SummerSlam, literally, it's the same match. I kid you not. It ended the exact same way, had the exact same build-up, with Rusev going in with a bad ankle, and he somehow fought through it and made Jack Swagger pass out to the Accolade. If you saw that happen at SummerSlam, you would see it here, just with new commentary. Was it better than most of the matches on the card? Sure. But that's not saying anything.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, it was better than most of the matches on the card, but it was still a very nothing match. So 2 stars and Rusev retains. Great. Okay, so I guess you had nothing to say about that.
We were watching a YouTube video. We looked back. The match was over.
Dang, dude. It was that bad. Main event time. First off, let me say, I'm happy Dean Ambrose got the main event again. And I'm happy Bray Wyatt was in there too. The TLC Grudge Match ended the show like it should have, because it was the best feud in WWE at this point in time. Good match. It was all kinds of brawls, all kinds of craziness. They brought into the crowd, used weapons, had an awesome clothesline spot. Dean Ambrose jumped off 3 ladders, each one higher than the other one. That was pretty cool. Ambrose is such an awesome character. Let me just say that, man. Probably one of the best characters in WWE, for sure. Bray Wyatt, same thing. No issues with that. And I almost feel like what hurt this match, well, a lot of things hurt this match, but what hurt it is you having a TLC match following all these gimmick matches. 1, because it took away the specialty of it, for me personally. 2, I don't know how I feel about that finish. You know, I get the whole story of Dean Ambrose being so crazy that it led to his own demise, which is an interesting story. But at the same time, you know, Bray Wyatt won, and I'm just like, okay, where do we go from here with Dean Ambrose? And right now, I don't know, and that does not make me happy. It now feels like Dean Ambrose is directionless, and that is not a good feeling for me. So, in terms of a storyline standpoint, I guess it's okay, but long term, Bray Wyatt wins and Dean Ambrose is good match, but what did it do? What does it mean? What does this pay-per-view mean? But your thoughts on the main event?
I really wanted this match to suck. Hear me out. I wanted this match to suck because I was thinking that this is the first time that we, on this show, would have been able to say that this was a 1-star pay-per-view. All of the shows sucked. But this was a good match. Except that's exactly the problem. I'm not saying that the main event match shouldn't be good. In fact, it should be the best out of the card. And it was the best out of the pay-per-view. Except that it was the best as in it saved this pay-per-view from being the worst.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if it wasn't for this whole thing would have sucked.
Yeah.
How is that the only good one? And no offense to anybody else, but it's like this. It was a good match. But I've seen better 3-star matches that we've reviewed here.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest match of all time.
And not to mention, I feel like I'm being generous with saying that it was good. Because compared to everything else, it was great. But compare it to any of the other great matches we've seen that are 3 stars at all, this Why?
I mean, compare this to anything on NXT Revolution, it didn't. It didn't top it. Our Evolution, whatever you want to call it. It didn't top it. You know, I'm sorry, but that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at this show, and I am going to compare it to Our Evolution. And, first off, no, it did not top Our Evolution at all. If you saw that NXT show, this show got its ass kicked big time. But, I'm sorry, I look at Charlotte and Sasha Banks. That match was better than any match on this card. Yes, I said that. I look at Hideo Itami and Finn Balor versus The Ascension. That match was better than any match on this card. I look at Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville. Oh, for sure, that match was better than any match on this card. The fact that the rookie brand, NXT, is having matches that are better than the main roster should tell you where we are with the main roster right now. Again, Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose, for sure. Good match. Ending, I don't know how to feel about that. But it was a good match. Ladder match, I thought was good. Those two are the only good matches on this card, though. Those two are the only good matches on this card. The rest of it was just crap. And I get that it's $9.99 and it's only one pay-per-view, but come on, take some pride in your show, man. This was not a good show. Anyone that dares say this was a good show, I want to hear a reasoning behind it. Seriously.
One that you can actually back up your reasoning with facts from the actual show.
Yeah.
Not some made-up shit just so you can be right.
Because right now, when we grade this based off of action, storytelling, chemistry, presentation, and overall enjoyment, I'm going to give it 2 stars.
No, because the last match bumps it up to 2 stars.
Yeah, the last match saved it from being a 1 star because it was that close to being a 1 star. So, this is a 2 star. And is it the worst pay-per-view from WWE?
Nope.
Really?
It's not the worst, but damn, man.
What is the worst then?
I don't know, but me, it's just like, okay, maybe it is the worst.
I think it is the worst.
I mean, out of the stuff we reviewed, maybe it is the worst, because it was really close to just being a 1 star. And I was bored. So bored, I actually got angry.
It was a boring show overall.
Because you know how like there's a difference between when you're bored, it's just like, well, I'm disappointed. And then you're bored, like, why did I waste my time?
And you know what's going to really piss me off? Fans are just going to sweep it under the rug. Hey, it's just one pay-per-view. It'll get better by WrestleMania. Oh, yeah, it's going to get real better. Get ready for Roman Reigns. It's coming.
Oh, no.
It's coming.
Oh, no, if you want to do that, that's fine. I mean, it's $9.99 a month, and there's 12 months in the year, so essentially you're spending $120. So and then you said there's like 4 big ones. There's SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're paying pretty much $30 for 4 good shows each.
Yeah.
A year. So what you're also saying is that you're paying, truthfully, $30 to get 1 good show every 3 months. And that's being nice, because that's assuming those 4 are good.
Usually they are.
Usually they are, but come on. Sometimes it's like, oh, great.
I don't know, man. Well, the Royal Rumble's coming up January 25th. We got John Cena and Brock Lesnar. That's going to be epic. I love how, like, as soon as the tables match was over, boom, video package for Brock Lesnar and John Cena. Like, it was ready. It's like, okay, it's over.
See, that's how I knew that was messed up. It's like, oh, yeah, because totally John Cena's never going to fight Brock Lesnar. And then the second it is, they had that promo up. So either they had a promo for both outcomes.
Oh, please.
Or you knew this was going to happen.
They was not going to deviate from Cena and Brock Lesnar. Which made the match between Seth Rollins and John Cena even more pointless. Exactly. Terrible show. I'm sorry if you watched it. Give us your thoughts down below. Man, what a bad way to end 2014 for the WWE. Yep. But don't worry. Don't worry. Because WrestleMania season, it's about that rain, baby. It's going to rain really hard. Because he's about to cock that fist.
Oh, are you ready for the storm?
Are you ready for it? Thank you guys for watching. Casual viewer, you'll see him for Royal Rumble if he's. I don't know where he stands right now because he might pull a CM Punk and be gone. We'll see what happens, guys. This is your boy, the X-Men, signing off. Peace out.